Hello, welcome to the Temples of Awareness course. You get to tap inside the intelligence of your menstrual cycle. Yay! So much power and wisdom inside our menstrual cycles. Let's go! All right, so the structure for this course, as you can see through all of the lessons that you'll be having, but I wanted to reframe it here in the introduction that we'll have an introduction and intention. We'll shift in perspective about our cycle. We'll explore our inner maps and practices to further access your inner guidance. And then we'll do a meditation. About me, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jacqueline Ing Nguyen. Um, Origin, I was born in Minnesota, raised in Texas, have been in San Diego for 12 years now. I am a mom, a single mom to a beautiful 10-year-old daughter. My sign is Gemini Sun, Capricorn Moon, Scorpio Rising. I'm a 2-4 manifesting generator in human design. That's a hermit opportunist, which basically means that I follow my curiosity. Sometimes I hermit, sometimes I'm the social butterfly, as you can tell, Gemini. um, yeah, all of those fun stuff. My mission is to empower women and girls everywhere to connect to their body, mind, and spirit. My hobbies and interests, I love hot girl walks. I love making up songs in my head. That's thanks to my daughter. Frame drumming has been a new hobby of mine since November of last year, so November 22. I have been doing yoga. I've been a yoga practitioner since longer than 2012. I've been a yoga teacher since 2012, but I have been doing yoga since I was 17. Woo. Um, I love lifting. I'm also a personal trainer. Poetry is a new thing for me. I have published a poetry book January 11th, 2022, I believe. I love taking baths with my sunset lamp. If you have a bathtub and you haven't had tried it with a sunset lamp, it's a game changer. I love reading. I just started reading for pleasure, not just reading to, self-help books and personal development or success or business and things like that. I started reading my first fiction book during the pandemic, and it's been so good. It makes me feel like I can feel like I have a better appreciation about life around me. Anyway, I love all forms of art. I also love bringing my friends together, so that's why I created the sanctuary. The intention of this course, this class, is for you to get to know your menstrual cycle in a very fun way. Fun, but very real way. There's going to be a lot of information. It might be overwhelming, but it's to plant the seed. And it's for you to cultivate your own relationship with your bleed and the cycle that we're supposed to honor, the wisdom inside of it. Cool. I want you to feel basically empowered around your menstrual cycle. That's my main intention for this course. All right, here's the shift. We want to dare to think differently. So consider the context we live in, what we choose to believe. As long as we can remember, society views our yoni's cyclical nature as an inconvenience, right? It's just something to plug up and then wait until it's gone, or it's dirty, or, like all these things, or like, oh, is she on her period when she's like, when a woman is speaking up for herself, right? I invite you to turn down the outside noise and listen to the wisdom you have within. Hopefully, if you're not already, you'll see the power we hold in our yoni by the end of our time together in this course. I love this quote by Albert Einstein. It's the most important decision we make is whether we believe we live in a friendly or hostile universe. You can believe in a friendly one, the one that works for all. You can advocate for yourself and for the other. And it's just about remembering who we are, right? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, exploring our inner map. So, let's play pretend. Pretend that we're all goddesses and we have, you know, these certain temples that we visit every month so that we could collect more wisdom and information by not necessarily like scholarly collecting, but like being in the energy of the temple, right? Having this intelligence and wisdom come from within us rather than learning from outside of us, right? Coming from within us, within community as well. So we have our, and I color coordinated this. This is my favorite slide that I've had made. Anyway, I color coordinated this. Our spiritual intelligence and inheritance is when we have our bleed. That is a dark maroon red color there. When we have our bleed, then we go into our follicular phase. That is the creative intelligence and imagination temple. And then we ovulate, moving on to aesthetic intelligence and beauty, that temple. Okay, and when we're done ovulating, we will go into the temple of emotional intelligence and truth. And then we'll cycle back through. So before I get into all of the temples and each what each provides, I want to really let you know that not all, you can't find a single woman that has the exact same days, right? That's why they roughly say, oh, your period is roughly 28 days. Some people like to sync their cycles to the moon. That's what they used to do back in the day. Some people are on birth control. Some people I had clients that have their temples flipped. So whenever she's in her bleed, she feels like she's ovulating, and when she's ovulating, she feels like she's in the temple of spiritual intelligence and inheritance. So I want you to know that it's okay if the guidelines that I have on each temple, it is interchangeable. It moves around. Not every woman has the same story, right? So you'll see on the next lesson and on the future, the ones following, you'll see like days, right? From day 1 to day 7, from day 7 to day 13, things like that. That it varies for each person. So I want you to keep that in mind, and I want you to come come to this with an open heart, an open mind, and see what's true for you. Remember, I'm just here to guide you rather than give you a linear structure to live in. Does that make sense? Because we're moving away from that and we're moving more towards our truth. And this is just guides. Okay? Cool. I'll see you on the next lesson.